the best ways that I revamp my Minecraft gameplay, and I'm going to tell you how you can do it with yours. Without further ado, let's get started. So, one of the first and easiest ways to start revamping your Minecraft gameplay is to set a FPS cap at the VSync. Setting an FPS cap or with VSync, this prevents lag spikes since your computer is not always pushed to the maximum amount of FPS that there is. The next piece of advice that I have is adding districts. So like right here I have a farming district, and then over here I've started a building district, a couple of buildings so far, and then there's gonna be other farming districts that are dependent on area. The third thing is making sure that you build interesting things and have big projects. No project is too big, well, there's exceptions, but most projects aren't too big, and that will definitely keep you playing on a world for a very long time. I've had this world for like 2,500 days. I've just started my biggest project. And before we continue, I would like to kindly ask you to subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a ton, and I'm trying to grow my channel, and it's going to take a while, so it would really help me out if you could subscribe to this video. Some of the next best mods are performance enhancing mods like Sodium and Nvidium. There's a lot of them, so let's just go through some of the best ones that I use right now. So one of them I use, this is paired with Sodium, it's called Bobby. It just allows for a greater render distance. There's Ferrite Core, reduces memory usage. There's Lazy DFU, it just helps performance. I'm not sure what it actually does. There is Lithium, which helps with performance. There is more culling, that helps with entity culling. There's Nvidium, which is a rendering thing that lets me have my render distance at 100. And then there's Sodium, which is a performance enhancing mod. It's probably the most popular. Some other mods that are very useful that I would definitely recommend are Litematica if you're making builds. Some sort of logical zoom mod. I love mod menu. Replay mod and a shulker box tooltips. Also world edit if you're doing creative builds. They're all super helpful and super great to use. The next thing that people really like, I don't love it a ton. It's great in some ways, but shaders are pretty darn cool. They make stuff look really good. And also, if you're that kind of person, you can have high-end texture packs. I don't have any resource packs on me, but some people really like high-res texture packs. And again, these can be pretty darn taxing on your computer. Oh god, I'm about to die. Another way to greatly enhance your Minecraft experience is knowing what farms to build. I did a entirely full video on that, so if you want to check it out more in depth, I would really recommend you go look at it. The link is up in the top right corner of the video. But here's just some of the things that you'll want in your world. These include machines. You want a mob farm, a auto smelter, a concrete converter, cactus farm, sugarcane farm, iron farm, probably a bunch of wood farms, cobblestone farm, maybe a wither skeleton farm, depends how far in you are, rail farm, wool farm, flower farm. We have a bone meal farm, which is essentially just this. Moss farm going into composters. You can also have a bone meal farm through a wither skeleton farm. Then you should also probably have a blaze farm, and then an enderman farm, and maybe a wither rose farm. That's like really all the farms that there are out there that I really recommend you have. A lot of the other ones aren't very necessary. And now, one thing that really enhances your gameplay is building the right builds. So, while I love building a bunch of mega bases, there are a few essential builds that you need. One of them is a storage system. This is our old storage system that I don't use anymore. And another thing that I recommend a lot more late game is a tunnel bore, both in the overworld and nether, as they can help you collect a lot of resources very efficiently and quick. But yeah, that's just about it for what you'd want in your Minecraft world. Minecraft is a sandbox game, and there's a lot of room for creativity and making your own things. So, there's not a ton of definitively things that make your world better aside from what I've really just listed here. And even these are really just suggestions. If you don't want them or your computer can't do them, you don't need to do anything. So, thanks for watching. Again, be sure to subscribe, maybe watch some of my other videos, and I'll see you in the next one.